Start my life with you again today. So what they say, we fall in love again, just like it was when we first met. So what they say, we try our love again. 'Cause you know we belong together, and I know this time is gonna last forever.
What's up, y'all? Long time no see. I just want to kind of come on here. I did make a video about this. I believe it was yesterday. However, I was walking to Starbucks. I was all over the place. I really couldn't get like my thoughts out. So here's going to be a little video on why I personally feel like nurses are leaving the field. So if you can, like, comment, subscribe. We're going to get into it. More videos coming soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. And like I said, I like to read y'all comments. Y'all comments, like I said, please comment. Good, bad, whatever. I just want to read y'all comments to know what are y'all thoughts on this situation. So I feel like it's a real situation. So without further ado, let's get into it. So the question still remains: is there a shortage of nursing? Hell yeah. Yes, it's a very much of a shortage of nursing. And now it's worse. 2026, a lot of nurses are leaving the field. Like at my hospital, like I think 10 nurses left already, like, and went somewhere else for higher pay. And then some people just leaving the profession completely. Me and my preceptor was talking. I was saying the same thing. I'm like, I don't think nursing gonna be for me anymore. Like, excuse me. I don't see myself doing this any longer than I should be, to be honest. I was saying before, one of my things why I feel like nurses are leaving the field is that it's unsafe. Literally, like the other day, long story short, because I don't really want to talk about it too much yet because my coworker's still going through it. She got assaulted by a patient outside the door, outside where the hospital was at, and now the security wants to kind of like secure now. I got a whole story on that later. That begs the question, like, and then, like I said, we've been getting death threats to the hospital, in the nursing home. I've been have to break up fights, break up arguments. Nursing is a lot. That's a lot. You got entitled patients, like I was saying, like, I don't know if I posted this, but this happened again, because I'm glad I don't have that hallway. I'm on that floor, but I'm not on that hallway because, baby, I cannot stand that man that he does that. He'll leave. One of the patients here will leave, get drunk, do drugs, come back, and now his wheelchair dead. And we got to locate him. That's them want to do 24-hour visitation, 24-hour this and that. I feel like it's dangerous doing that. However, that's management for you. You know what I'm saying? I can't overstep their boundaries. They'll finally understand when everybody up and leave and don't come back and don't want to work here. And then y'all got to bring the National Guard up in here because y'all want to sit up here and have 24-hour visitation. Y'all have these residents getting drugs from outside, coming back in, bringing these random behind drug dealers and other these people inside around this area. And then we're in danger because it could be a whole damn shootout in the parking lot. And we don't even know. We just walking out to our cars trying to go home, and we're just taking care of patients, and boom, we get hit by a straight bullet because people want to be stupid and dumb. Like, it's just, the safety is just non-existent at this point. And I just feel like that's like one of the reasons why people leave it, because nobody's not gonna fear their life over no resident. So they don't pay nurses shit. I live in Florida, and let me tell y'all, the average of nurses getting, and I seen the lowest as in the 20s. Yeah, you heard me, the 20s. The highest I've seen, but this when I did agency, the highest I ever seen was like in the 60s and 70s. No, I see 100. Holidays, but baby, an average staff nurse is just in the mid 30s, like 35. So in Florida, Now, y'all might be like, I live in Maine. I live in California. I live in Oregon. I make a lot of money. Yeah, but that cost of living is higher. Yeah, just like Florida. We got nothing but beaches and woods. And y'all got, other stuff too, poor climates, all that. But I feel like they're not paying us shit. And it's just like all that work that y'all want us to do. We are like, and then the hospital's worse. You got to be a CNA and a nurse and do all that and only get that chump change. And when you're looking at your check, I'm like, really? Y'all, both my jobs would never come close to how much I was getting at my first new grad job. Like, every 2 weeks, I was getting about $5,000-$6,000 every check. I'm barely touching $6,000 on both these jobs, let alone. Maybe it's because I'm not working as much because I really don't want to. But it's just not touching, especially working at the hospital. They lowballed. At my second job, I get way more money at my second job than my hospital job. Literally, I'm just being honest with you. Maybe it's like lesser hours, but that's what's going on. It's the pay as well. Like, they're not paying us nothing. Another thing that I want to address too is that it's so much, you can't move up. Nursing, it's just so much bullying in nursing and eating their young and no teamwork. Y'all think in nursing school y'all learn all these things. When y'all get into the real world and actually work, it's not like that. It's not like that at all. At work, I got into it with one of my co-workers because she has the nerve to want to demand somebody to do something, but we both got the same licenses, and that person, and she can do it as well, and then she's laughing and giggling, talking shit with an agency nurse, and I just told her, like, what's up? You getting a good side of me, because the ghetto side, the hood side out of me, I would have told you, yo man, who wants to fight. Because I was going to get to that. But then I already know every time I open my mouth and say like something threatening or anything, I'm fired. For being threatening. So I just begs the question, baby, I would give your energy back to you. My thing is, I hate to go to work and then my blood boiling because I'm working with a bitch I don't like. If I feel like that, I just don't want to do it in general. But that's nursing for you. You're going to always have that nurse that sits and try you, or you got management, all that. And we got to get into management. Some places, like my second job, they be having you do 1,000 different things and paying you one price. And I'm just like, bruh, you want me to care for 30 patients, do all this damn chart and call the doctor, do this, do that, do that. No. That's another thing I want to get into. It's the economics. That's the economics of why people are leaving. Y'all would understaff us to save money for the company. Let me tell y'all this again. They will understaff and overwork nurses for the company to save fucking money. I don't want to hear nobody out their mouth saying, you're lying because I do this and I do that. No, I'm not. I'm going to tell you why. I was on the schedule. It was 4 nurses on the schedule. And I was just like, okay, I'm finna go in. We finna have probably an okay night because at least we gonna have like at least 4 to 5 patients. Tell me how they cancel that nurse. Don't tell us. And when I come in, it's 3 of us. And we have 7 patients apiece with no tech. That's the part that annoys the hell out of me, is they'll cancel somebody to claim that they're not making the money. Baby, this hospital been open for hundreds of fucking years. This chain opened up hundreds of decades to hundreds of years. Do you think you going over budget for a week or 2 is going to close this building down? I don't think so. It's the higher ups. That's why when they don't have nurses and nobody don't want to work for them, because baby, let me let y'all know something. So y'all know. I'm just being honest. Like, everybody hate when I'm being honest because they think I'm too real. Me personally, when all they job fairs they have, I see nobody apply for them. I see nobody apply for them. And you wonder why they're not applying. It's not because they're ghost workers and they just making hiring events to meet their quota. No. Nobody wants to work at no damn hospital. Nobody want to work at no nursing home. All this to say, like, this is not the dream that everybody thought it was going to be when they graduated, take their NCLEX, and become a nurse. Yeah, it's worse, ain't it? I'd rather be back in school. That's why I'm in school right now, to be an MP. And even when I be an MP, I'm going to become a DMP. Because the only way I'm going to move up with my black ass is if I go back to school. Y'all, I literally had this story, but I was so embarrassed to tell the story about how I got rejected by a CNO of being a manager when I had all the other manager, nurse supervisor, when I had all the qualifications to be one. That broke my heart. I ain't gonna lie to you, bitch. I was just like, I was thinking she was racist. I was thinking she was this and all that. But at the end of the day, I just know the only way my ass is going to move up somewhere is if I become something. Y'all think just because y'all come registered nurse, y'all are the top dog, baby. When y'all go in the hospital, you are the underdog. You think techs and dietitian all that no, you are. Because you got doctors, case managers, you got all these management of nurses. Y'all can staff all these management of nurses, but you can't staff your normal floor with adequate workers. Even the charge nurses have a full load of patients. I can't even go to them for help because they have patients. And it goes back to beg the question and say, what is really going on? Why are people leaving? Well, if management or anybody out there can finally understand and y'all can get out of y'all TikTok head on this fucking apps and is watching these videos and thinking y'all aesthetically making nursing the best thing in the world, a job in the world, it is best job in the world for a recession. With this, I can go any job and don't even have to do no interview. I have no background and I got qualifications and I have experience, so I could go anywhere and just apply and get the job. They might have to train me on different professions like ICU, PCU, and ICU, but it goes back to the question of, I can get a job anywhere. It's recession proof. That's it. When you actually become a nurse, it is irritating. The reason why I like my second job and I do 11 to 7, I do not do 7 to 3 to 11, it is more chill. It's more breathable. 3 to 3 to 11, you on your feet all damn day. And then at the same time as at the hospital, I don't want to work overnight no more, but I don't want to do days either. So y'all know what that means. I'm trying to say without saying it. But y'all need to start glorifying nursing so much. It could be a rewarding profession. These patients, and then the last thing I want to say before I go is these patients are disgustingly rude and nasty and just disgusting. You got one patient I had, always refused wound care, but then want all his pain meds. You got other patients that be nasty, they want their pain meds. It's like they obsessed with pain meds. Without pain meds, they can't function. They snapping on you, calling you names, calling you bithole. I got called N-words so many times, and I'm telling the management, I'm like, bro, I'm not taking care of this patient. I don't care what y'all say. I will leave and not come back. And they got to abide by me because they don't have nobody. But for them to say, y'all need to set boundaries for these patients because they come in here being rude and disgusting and nasty, and y'all expect us to just kiss their ass. That's not happening with me. I will refuse an assignment in a heartbeat. Period. So with that being said, this is why people are leaving, because it is unsafe. Y'all don't pay shit. We don't get the good quality of life of working. I thought CNA was bad. Baby, when I became a nurse, it's even worse. If a nurse call off, you have to wait for that other nurse to come in, or shit, you screw. You can't abandon your shift. That's the stupid thing that comes with nursing. That is a shortage of nursing. Don't nobody want to be a nurse no more. That's the reason. Nobody wants to be a nurse no more because they understand. Me and my coworker, he a nurse too. Me and him had that same conversation about his friend. She just got her MP and she's just trying to do aesthetics. I'm like, that's what I'm trying to do. Like, I'm trying to branch away from bedside. That's the problem. And it's not just bedside. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe there's other fields in nursing that might be better, but this is where the money is supposedly at, but people are still leaving. I'm just saying it because I'm an outspoken person and I'm not scared to speak my mind when it comes to things, because people want to hear the truth. People need to know that, so that way they're not spending 2 or 3 or 4 years of their life sacrificing to go to college to get this degree, and then they end up not liking what they're doing. Now they got in a hole with $100,000 student loans because they went to something and they didn't, fulfill out what they wanted. For instance, me with engineering. Got an engineering degree. Didn't find a job till after I became a nurse. It's already too late. All that knowledge from engineering, I could still do math, calculus equations, and electrical equations and all that. But baby, engineering is that was years ago that I got that. And listen, this was a skill I developed. That's why it's just like I can go and just do my 1-2 and just be like, damn, I'm just here doing it for the money. I still care for my patients, but I'm just like, baby, this is like, I already do my 1-2 and then boom, bada boom, bada bang, boom. Clocked out. Next thing you know, 2 weeks later, I get a check. Period. So just don't stop letting everybody glorify nursing to make it seem like it's the best job in the world. You need to kind of really do your research on what really goes on in our field before you hear anybody out here trying to glorify it, because it's not what you think it is. And that's why people are leaving, is because closed mouths don't get fed. A lot of people, they sit up here and they take before I go, I'm just going to say this, listen out, so I'm going to go. The reason why I feel like it's just going to still say the same, and everybody just going to up and leave silently, is because half these regular nurses that have been there for years, they'll sit here and take that, when they come up with that little food card, knowing they ain't damn well that they understaffed us, and we know we mad and aggravated, bringing us complimentary chips, food, and the fruit plates, and the motherfucking candy back on jar, and the sodas and the drinks, baby. But they're not issuing out no gift cards or no money or no points. Let's talk about this in the comments. I really wanted to talk about it. But otherwise, y'all, I'm gonna go finish my shift, bring my burger and my frappe and my soda up in there, and then do my morning med pass. So I hope y'all have a good day.
I can't think too much about tomorrow. The past is done and gone away. But there is one thing that I'm certain of. I wanna start my life with you again.